Hello everyone, it's Sonic Blue Sky, and guess what today is? It's the day that we finally head into the fishing special! Oh, there's the trademark cough before recording. Anyway, yes, we are going to be doing everything that is available to us in the fishing hole. That means that we will be completing getting the frog lure, getting the ultimate fish, as well as catching all the fish. The only thing I didn't do is get the sinking lure. The sinking lure is not important. The only way that it's really good for you is to get a bigger Hylian loach, which is the ultimate fish, than the one that you get with the frog lure. And the Hylian, or the sinking lure, is illegal anyway. You can use it if you want. Oh, there's a little Easter egg. There's the guy from Ocarina of Time. Apparently he was a master fisherman because he did have the Hylian loach. So, now, you feel so good. But I'll be yours. I will be. Okay. Now, we're going to head over to this first because I want to get the frog lure out of the way. Now, I'm going to show this. This is roll goal. Rules of roll goal is you tilt the box the way that you want the ball to roll. This does involve the physics engine, which isn't too great. Really, you might have a time limit, and it's a 2-minute time limit, but don't worry about it. You have plenty of time to get this done. Take your time in getting the ball down to the end and goal. If you go too fast, you will fail. I can guarantee that. Now, the rest of these are going to be sped up because I don't want to show all of them. I just showed the first one and gave you an idea of what they're going to look like. The first 6 levels are rather easy. After that, it starts getting a bit harder. Actually, it might be the first 5. The 6th one might be hard. The first 6 just have curves. You just got to turn it. And for some reason, I failed there. That is 1 fail. We will count them all. So yeah, take your time with it. Don't worry about it too much. Like I said, you're going to have plenty of time to complete each level. They do get a bit longer with each time you go up a level, but it's still really easy. Now here's a little tidbit. I did this as in a practice recording, or practice run, because I wanted to make sure that I knew how to do all this and make sure that I got everything within the fishing hole before I did the fishing special. It took me 3 hours to complete roll goal. I am not kidding you. Okay? Oh, here's where it gets a little bit hard. They have the curves down. You got to make sure that the box is tilted forward enough for it to go up the hill. Be patient with that. It takes a long time to get it right if you're going with this on your first try. Like I said, this took me 3 hours to complete. By the way, 2 fails now. 2 or 3. So yeah, watch out for that. It took me 3 hours to complete this dang thing. Don't know why. It just did. And I never had that problem before. This is the hardest one in my opinion. That will kill you. The curve right at the end of it. You don't really have all that much time. Oh, and look at that! It bounced back up. Did you see that? That was annoying. Not gonna lie. Anyway, this is the last level before you get the frog lure. The only reason that this is considered hard is because there are multiple dips. More than 2, that is. This is where you'll die. Except for me, I got it on the first try. Don't know how I did that, but okay. I'll take it. Now ignore this. I could have sworn I saw the bird talk, but it turns out when I looked back in recording that I accidentally was facing Henna, and that's why it seemed like the bird was going to talk to me, but it didn't. I'm stupid. Now, you don't have to hire a guide here. Personally, I just like having her around because then she praises me for catching fish and I make myself feel good. Not that way. Catching fish is rather simple in this game. What you've got to make sure, though, is with these normal hooks, you have to pull back and hook the fish right away. I have been using the frog lure for a while because it took me, again, 3 hours to catch the Hylian loach. So 3 hours in finishing roll goal and 3 hours catching a fish. Yeah. And this is why this recording ticks me off, because it all comes so easily for some reason. Now remember, again, you need to hook it right away. The fish that you catch with the basic lure are very easy to get. This is a Hyrule bass. Yes, Hyrule bass are the easiest ones to catch on top of Ordon guppies, or whatever they're called. The second hardest is probably the Hylian pike, and the last hardest would probably be the Ordon catfish. Those are the 4 fish you can catch in this area. I think there might be an eel in the lake, like in Ocarina of Time, but I'm not sure. I've never gotten it. And again, I think that the Hylian loach is the ultimate fish. The ultimate fish in Ocarina of Time was the eel, ironically, because do not switch to the propeller lure, whatever the clapper lure thing is. Switch to the propeller lure and cast over to the right of this hollow, and you'll attract one of the pikes. The Hylian pikes like the propeller lure for some reason. Don't know why. Each of the different fish you can catch in the fishing hole like a different lure. The frog lure will catch any of them, so as will the sinking lure. Right now I don't remember how to get the sinking lure. I'll probably put it in an annotation later once I figure it out. But again, if you have Henna with you, do not get the sinking lure. It is illegal to use. She will badmouth you, and she will confiscate it. Now, over here with the propeller lure, you can catch the Ordon catfish. Now, the Ordon catfish is the second hardest to get. The hardest to get is the Hylian pike. Let's get the popper lure. Sorry. Use the popper lure, and you'll attract an Ordon catfish. Now, while it's raining, admittedly, it's really hard to see where they are. So you gotta if you see movement in the water, then you've got a good look on it. If you can't, then you gotta get lucky, I guess. Not that way either. Also, I didn't know this because she didn't tell me right off the bat. If you can't catch a fish, I don't know why it played a bad tune there. That's a pretty good it's a pretty good catch. I mean, I got the other fish. Now you can quit after that because you can only catch the loach during summer. Right now it's spring in the fishing hole. Also, what I was trying to say is if you need to reel in your lure really quickly, just hold down Z and you'll lure it in faster. Because you got a need for speed. That's not a song, just saying. Anyway, I want to talk about something. Okay, there's a guy on my Ocarina of Time glitches video, and you can go there right now, and he's in one of the higher comments, not highest rated, but one of the comments that is earliest. Now, he thinks that I put a black box in front of the words "you" for Nocturne of Shadow. Now, two things that are faulty with this argument. Even though you can't see to the left, it's because there are shadows there. If you look to the right, where the pedestal of time is, you can't see above that. It looks completely black behind the pedestal of time. Again, because there are shadows. Shadows mixing with transparent black make full black. Okay? And two, if I had put a black box there and U was actually in that phrase, the letter P in played wouldn't be capitalized, nor would it be so far to the left. The phrase would actually be more centered on the note box. So look on the map where I am and go up to these lily pads. This is where the loach will be. It's going to be in the farthest back crevice, so you're going to have to aim, get a little bit lucky here, I think. Yeah, I missed it on, oh, there it is right there. This is, okay, the frog lure, you're going to have to wait for about a second to a second and a half before you hook it. Really weird timing. I would recommend practicing on other fish before going after the Hylian loach, because for me, sometimes after you hook it with a frog lure, it just doesn't want to get hooked again, even if you quit and go back. For some reason, it's like it's really smart. I don't know. This is the hardest fish to catch. It jumps up a couple times. You have a very, very small window of catching it. So while it's getting close and you're reeling it in, keep tapping A while you're doing that, because you're gonna have a very small window to catch it. If you don't hit that window, it will swim away and go away. This is a 27-inch fish. I think they go up to 30 inches. So yeah, I also do not recommend hiring henna as a guide for that. Do not waste your money. Just get the 20. Just pay the 20 rupees to do it, because admittedly, if I had not hired her and saved money, then I probably would have been able to get the armor in the next episode or so. Also, because you caught the loach, henna has done something nice and taken, well, first off, you can look at all these photos. That's Isa, her sister, and Koro is her brother, if I didn't mention that earlier. Koro apparently caught a loach, but he used a sinking lure, so I guess that doesn't count. She says, between this picture and the picture of Isa, which one's cuter? And of course we have to say henna, because we don't want to get slapped and kicked out. I don't even like your sister. She's annoying. She leeches off of people. And there, she took a picture of us and calls us a... tweaked it. How'd she tweak it? There's no editing system in Hyrule. What is this? Master Fisherman. Link, Master Fisherman. We have a title. Link, the hero of fish. And yeah, that is about it for today, guys. Or, not today, this episode, alright? Hope you enjoyed the fishing special. Hope this helped you get the Hylian loach and the frog lure. Annotation for singing lure coming soon, alright? I'll see you guys in the next episode.